Prince Andrew is very proud of his status and asserts it whenever he feels he has to. Prince Andrew is proud of his status, and doesn't think he should downgrade to Frogmore Cottage, former BBC royal reporter Michael Cole has claimed. The King has asked Prince Andrew to move from his home royal lodge to the smaller residence but cannot legally make him leave as he has a 75-year lease. Speaking to GB News, Cole said, "Almost everybody would actually like to live there, Frogmore Cottage, and it would be beautiful compared with probably the houses they do live in. But Prince Andrew, who is very, very proud of his status and asserts it whenever he feels he has to, will not want to downgrade." Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. I think what is at the back of the King's mind, it's quite understandable, is that he would wish his oldest son the Prince and Princess of Wales and their 3 children, they'd have more space there if they were able to live at Royal Lodge and it would be more appropriate for them. At the moment they're living in Adelaide Cottage, which is a quite nice place on the other side of Windsor Great Park. He added, "The Royal Lodge is a Georgian house that is 3 stories high and set in the middle of Windsor Great Park, surrounded by trees and beautiful gardens. Prince Andrew still lives there and strangely enough his ex-wife also lives there." The King wants his younger brother to move to Frogmore Cottage, which was done up at great expense for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, but they decided that Canada and then America were more homely for them. It's a problem because Prince Andrew has a lease, he has a 75-year repairing lease, which means he has to look after the place. Now the King can't move him out legally, but he's letting his feelings know by removing his security. He's let the security people who provide the security for Royal Lodge know that their contract will not be renewed when it expires. Now Prince Andrew is going to look at this very, very unhappy way. It has now been reported by The Sun that the King has not renewed his younger brother's private security. A source told the outlet everyone is speculating this means the Duke will have to leave the Royal Lodge, because what other reason could there be to take his security away? They added, "It isn't a secret that the King wants him out." King Charles is hoping to strong-arm brother Prince Andrew out of Royal Lodge after refusing to budge from the 30-room royal residence, it has been claimed. According to royal insiders, the monarch has fired the Duke of York's 10-man private security team based at the Windsor property, effective from the autumn. Andrew currently lives at Royal Lodge with ex-wife Sarah Ferguson and has over 5 decades remaining on the lease he signed in 2003. Which he had planned to leave to his daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. A source told The Sun that it isn't a secret that the King wants him out. Speaking to GB News, royal commentator Sarah Louise Robertson claimed Charles is hoping to subtly strong-arm his brother out of the property. Robertson explained, "What King Charles is hoping to try and do is try and subtly strong-arm him out of Royal Lodge and into another property, which happens to be Harry and Meghan's old house, Frogmore Cottage." But Prince Andrew is going nowhere. So far he's resisting, shall we say, any attempts by the King to actually go of his own accord. Noting Prince Andrew's lease agreement, Robertson added that the royal believes the agreement is cast iron, despite Charles's latest decision to fire his security team. She told GB News, "The King has taken away his security, as he believes he doesn't need to have this round-the-clock, 24-hour protection, which the Duke of York right now does have. This is part of the King sort of stripping things back. The only security really that the taxpayers should be paying for, the King believes, is himself, Queen Camilla and the Prince and Princess of Wales, because obviously they are the heirs, and that's how it will be. Until King Charles fired the security team surrounding Prince Andrew, he had been privately funding the force, costing £3 million a year, since losing his armed police protection in 2022. Detailing the security arrangements for other working royals, including the King and Duke's sister Princess Anne, Robertson said, "Princess Anne doesn't get security around the clock privately. But when she is working, she does benefit from security when she's actually on an official working visit. Other members of the royal family, The Prince and Princess of Wales, the King and Queen, do receive 24/7 security as they should, given the high profile of their roles and the inherent risk that does carry.